Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome. And welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now, today on the Ryan Awesome Show, I'll be talking about AEW Dynamite for February 17th, 2021. Now, overall, man, this is a great show. I really enjoyed this show. They really setting us up for Revolution, and so yeah, I thought tonight was a great show. I love the main event and what happened in the main event with Kenny Omega and John Moxley with the exploding barbed wire match and the women's match too. I love the women's match too. Serena Deeb versus Riho. That was a great match. And yeah, it was a very entertaining show. Very entertaining show. Just a great show in general. And so, before we get into the review, if you haven't done this already, hit the thumbs up, man. What are you waiting for? Hit the thumbs up. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Click on that bell. When you click on that bell, you'll be the first ones to know when my next video will come out. I'm here each and every single week with videos. Each and every single week with videos. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Because if you're not subscribed, you will miss out. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and also make sure you hit that bell. So yeah, we started off the show with a tag team match. And it was Hangman Adam Page and Matt Hardy versus TH2. That's Jack Evans and Angelico. And so yeah, this is fun. This is a fun match. And so yeah, we had TH2. They went right after Hangman Adam Page and Matt Hardy. We had a double team move to Evans from Page and Hardy. We had a standing shooting star press to Evans from Adam Hangman Page. We had a double suplex to Evans from Page and Hardy. We had a crucifix powerbomb to Evans from Matt Hardy. And then Hardy, he tries to go for the cover. And Helico, he kicked him in the back of his head. And we had an assisted diving stomp to Matt Hardy from Jack Evans. And we had a side effect to Evans from Matt Hardy. We had a hot tag to Page, deliver strikes. He hit a spine buster to Angelico, followed up by a springboard clothesline to Evans. And then he hit a follow-away slam. He hit a follow-away slam to Angelico, followed up by a outside dive on Evans. So yeah, Page is all over the place. So yeah, we had a pop-up powerbomb to Angelico from Page, and then he hit Evans with a powerbomb. He landed Evans right on top of Angelico with that powerbomb. And then, Page, he was trying to go for the buckshot lariat. And so Matt Hardy, he blind tag. He made a blind tag to Page, so he tagged Page behind his back. And so Hardy, he tagged in, and then he ended up getting attacked by TH2. So they almost lost the match. And so we had Evans, he went to the top rope, and he hit a Phoenix Splash. He didn't get all of it, but he hit the Phoenix Splash on Matt Hardy. And, TH2, they were double teaming Hardy. And then we had Hangman Page out of nowhere, man. He had a double buckshot lariat to TH2. And then right after that, we had Hardy. He picked up Angelico and hit the Twist of Fate. And so, yeah, he hit the Twist of Fate on Angelico. And he pinned Angelico for the 1-2-3 to win the match. So Matt Hardy and Hangman Adam Page, they win the match. And so, yeah, right after this, we had Matt Hardy. He got on the microphone. He grabbed the microphone, and this is what he had to say. This is what Hardy had to say.
Gentlemen, give it up for Hangman Adam Page. How great did he look? You look like $1 million. A billion bucks. And I'm excited. I'm excited because you are going to make a lot of money. I know. And that makes me excited because I am getting 30% of it. I am going to make a lot of money 2, yes. You made the right decision. I'm very proud of you, and I'm glad you decided to sign with me.
Well, Matt, I don't know how well you paid attention.
I mean, you get to
We were at the bar, but I had some good friends who once told me to always keep an extra set of papers rolled up in your jacket.
Dark Order.
Come on, man. Come on.
Look, hey, I don't know how good you read that contract.
Well, I didn't read it. I sent it straight to the lawyer.
I know, but I think it's fully executed now, and I think if we can get somebody from the Jags out here, legal team, to bring a copy, we ought to let Matt read it one last good time.
Wow, this is something, isn't it? I mean, would you add some incentive?
Yeah, somebody in the mascot, the Jaguar mascot came out, and
Oh, here we go.
He is the general
I'm
counsel.
okay if you added some extras, some bonuses.
I might have added some language.
I guess that might be a reminder.
came out with some papers.
He's a hell of a legal team, by the way.
You know, he's been known to bring those Valentine's
Go
balloons
ahead.
around.
Go ahead, let's let
And I guess he's
Matt
representing the
read
legal
the
team.
contract he
Legal
signed.
team.
All right, let me,
Got the papers.
hold up. This isn't a talent representative contract. This is for a match. This says that at Revolution, it's going to be Matt Hardy versus Hangman Adam Page.
Uh-oh.
Talk about that pay-per-view.
And the match has been sanctioned. So if I lose, you get 100% of all my earnings from the first quarter of 2021.
Pretty shrewd move by
Oh my God, and I signed this. What
And he
are you
signed it.
doing? You're nothing more than a carny. I can't believe you bamboozled me. This is where... Okay, look, fine. Maybe I was trying to pull one over on you, and maybe you won today. You pulled one over on me. But look, if I'm gonna have to put this on the line, and you're an honorable man, which you claim to be, how about you put something on the line?
Oh.
If I beat you, I get all of your earnings from the first quarter of 2021.
Both Hardy and Hangman with
I
AEW
didn't see
Unrivaled
that
action figures coming out. It's a lot of money.
Matt, I think we might have a money match.
Telling the crowd to shush. That's a heel move from Matt Hardy.
It's a money match.
Money
Here,
match.
Your word is your bond.
Shake,
on it.
shake on it.
But I hate to tell you, you're finished.
Oh, the mascot.
TH2, you want to make some money? I'll give you $3,700.
Isaiah Cassidy was the mascot.
Cassidy was under the costume the whole time.
Yeah, TH2 and Isaiah Cassidy. I don't know what Mark Quinn was. And a Dark Order came out to help Hangman Page. Even -1 showed up. -1 showed up. He didn't really do nothing. He was just on the stage calling out the rest of the Dark Order.
So it's going to be Page and Matt Hardy at Revolution on pay-per-view. A big money match, Matt.
And so yeah, that was it. And five was about to get into it with Matt Hardy. And we had Hangman Page. He almost hit Matt Hardy with the buckshot lariat, but he got out of that the last second. He ducked it. And so yeah, that was it with Hangman Adam Page and Matt Hardy. So it's gonna be Matt Hardy versus Hangman Adam Page at Revolution. A Revolution, and it's a big money match. Whoever wins get 100% of the earnings of their earnings. There are quarter earnings, they said. And so yeah, I'm guessing Page will win. I'm guessing Page wins because he needs to win. He needs to win more than Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy could take a loss, but I think Page should win. And so yeah, that was it from Matt Hardy and Hangman Page. And so yeah, right after this we had Alex Marvez. He tries to interview. Well, he did interview the Inner Circle, the backstage with the Inner Circle. So this is what he had. This is what the Inner Circle said.
Thank you, Marvez. Finally, someone else said it. 18 months we've been in this company, and this is our first tag team title shot, and
from this company and fear from every tag team who's held those titles. But guess what? The time for running is over. It's time to pay your dues to the illest. And here we are to collect. Somebody, I gotta get off my chest. See, last week, Sammy Guevara, you crossed the line with zero evidence. Because why? Because you thought I was recording you? Sammy, what kind of dunce do you think I am? You think I'm gonna record you in secret when there's a camera on me? And yet, with all these facts staring you straight in your paranoid little stupid squinty face, you have yet to nut up and apologize to me like a grown man. Would you shut up? Would you shut up already, okay? Listen, we all know what you were trying to do. Okay, everyone was watching Dynamite last week, and the week before that, and the week before that, as you kept goading Sammy and pushing him over the edge, and congratulations, it worked! Sammy quit the Inner Circle. Good job, buddy. A lot of this is your fault. But the majority of this is Sammy Guevara's fault. You're damn right. Shut up. I wanted Max and Sammy to be in each other's faces, to make each other better. MJF learned this, Sammy did not. And after bad choice, after bad choice, after bad choice, and a week of stupid decisions, the dumbest decision of all was quitting the Inner Circle. Because when you walk out in the Inner Circle, you walk out on Chris Jericho, and for that reason, Sammy Guevara, you are dead to me. And I don't ever want to hear that son of a bitch's name ever again. You understand me? On to the business of tonight. Santana and Ortiz are going to win the AEW Tag Team Championships and bring gold back to the Inner Circle.
And that was it. At first, I thought Jericho, he was going to say, you know what, Sammy? You just made the list. I thought he was going to say that, but he didn't say that. And so, yeah. So later on tonight, it was going to be Proud and Powerful, Santana and Ortiz versus the Young Bucks for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. And so, yeah, right after this, we had a one-on-one match. It was with the women. And it was the AEW Women's World Championship Eliminator Tournament. The first round match. So it's Serena Deeb, who is the NWA Women's Champion, versus Riho, who's making her way back to AEW. Her first, her return back to AEW, first ever AEW Women's Champion. And so yeah, I thought this was a great match for the women. I thought this was a great match, a great women's match. And so yeah, they were trading holds. They were going back and forth with technician moves. We had a drop kick to Deeb. We had a body press to Deeb. She kicks out. We had Riho. She tried to go for the 619, and then Deeb, she slingshots. She slingshot Riho into the rope. And we had a neck breaker to Riho on a rope. And then at one point we had a doctor. The doctor, he tried to check on Serena Deeb's bad knee, because her knee had a brace. Her knee had a brace on it, so the doc was checking on her knee. And so, yeah, we had a European uppercut to Riho, followed up by a short arm clothesline to Riho. She kicks out. We had a gory special submission move to Riho, and then she turned it into a pinfall. Well, yeah, Deeb did. She turned it into a pinfall. Riho kicks out. We had a Snapdragon suplex to Deeb. Shades of Kenny Omega, her hero. They were going back and forth with strikes. We had a head scissors to Deeb, followed up by a flying knee to Deeb in a corner. She kicks out. And, Deeb, her knee is acting up again. And so, yeah, we had a diving crossbody to Serena Deeb. And then Deeb, she turned that crossbody into a leg lock, so she targets Riho leg. And we had a dragon screw to Riho, followed up by a swinging neck breaker to Riho. She kicks out. And then we had Riho. She finally hit the 619 to Serena Deeb, followed up by a diving foot stomp onto Serena Deeb's back. And then we had a diving crossbody to Serena Deeb, and she kicks out. And we had a dragon screw to Riho. And then we had Serena Deeb. She hits a powerbomb on Riho, followed up by a leg submission, a leg lock. And we had a Northern Light suplex to Serena Deeb. She kicks out. And we had a diving foot stomp to Serena Deeb, and she kicks out. I think that's Riho's finishing move, the diving foot stomp. And Serena Deeb, she kicked out of that. And so, yeah, they were going back and forth with pinfalls. And we had Riho. She gets the better of the pinfall, so she pinned not Thunder Rosa. She pinned Serena Deeb's shoulders to the mat, so therefore Riho wins and will fight Thunder Rosa in the next round. So yeah, this is a great match for the women's match. This is a great match for the women. And so yeah, she's fighting Thunder Rosa, and yeah, and she pinned the NWA Women's Champion. And so not a fan of the champions losing, but I kind of knew she was gonna lose because she's in a tournament, and plus Rio is her first night back, so they wasn't gonna have Rio lose. Yeah, so yeah, Rio wins and she will be fighting Thunder Rosa, and yeah, that was it. Great match. And so yeah, right after this we had a video from Jade Cargill and Shaq, and so yeah, they were playing basketball. They were practicing their shots, their basketball shots and stuff like that. And that was it, dude. Like, dude, you're in a wrestling match. You're in a wrestling match with Cody Rhodes and Red Velvet, and you want to shoot basketballs. You're not playing in a basketball game. You're in a wrestling match, so shouldn't you be in the ring? So yeah, I don't like, dude. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Shaq and Cody Rhodes, the feud. Nobody cares about it. And so I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for March to come, so we can finally have this match and just let it be over with. Let Cody Rhodes go back to what get Cody Rhodes back to what he's good at doing. And so yeah, that was it from that. And so yeah, right after this we had a match. It was Orange Cassidy with Chuck Taylor in his corner versus Dr. Luther with Serpentico in his corner. And so yeah, we had Luther. He takes out Chuck Taylor, and we had Serpentico. He took out Chuck Taylor too by giving him a tope suicida. And we had a pump kick to Orange Cassidy, right in his face. And we had a falling power bomb to Cassidy. He kicks out. And we had, they were fighting on the ring apron. They were fighting on the ring apron, and then Cassidy, he got underneath Luther and he just power bombed him off the ring apron on the ground. And so yeah, Chuck he got back into the ring. Serpentico, he was trying to dive onto Cassidy outside the ring, but Chuck, he got in the ring and he just gave Serpentico his finishing move, the awful waffle. And so yeah, right after that we had Orange Cassidy. He hits the orange punch on Luther to win the match, and so that was it. And so when I first saw it, I was wondering, man, why did this match happen? I didn't even know why this match happened. It's just a match that felt like it was just added to the show. I didn't think this match should have happened. But yeah, right after this, we had Team Taz. We had Team Taz that came out to the ring. Well, it's supposed to be Sting calling out Team Taz, and so Team Taz they came out first, and it's just Taz, Brian Cage, and Hook. No Ricky Starks, no Will Hobbs because with with Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs, you know how they had that winter storm. That winter storm, the winter storm is what kept them away from Dynamite, so they wasn't there. And so here it is.
All I'm seeing all week long on AEW social media, all we're seeing is Sting is going to call out Team Taz. That's all I'm hearing. Well, it's pretty obvious that Team Taz, well, we're down a few men right now thanks to the weather, because knowing friggin' Sting, he took his damn snow and sent it down south, but I digress. So, hey, there's basically no better time right now for you, Sting. For you. Come out here right now and call out Team Taz. There's only 3 of us, brother. Come on out and where you at, Sting? Where's the Stinger? Sting, where are you? Look for him. You see him anywhere, Hook? Can't you see Sting?
And so yeah, Sting he came out. So yeah, he came out. He came out to the ring, stepped in the ring, and so he got into Taz.
You just stepped in this ring. That's the worst thing you have done, my friend. And you see, you need that bat. You need that bat. You best have that bat. Because without that bat, you're done. Your boy Darby, he got dragged down to FTW World by us. You need that bat. For years you've used that bat.
Dropped the bat.
Interesting. No bat. No, that's how it's going to be. Oh, you're going to be a badass. Oh, you're going to be a badass.
Oh,
Oh, Sting! To the coat right in.
through his jacket and Brian Cage's face, and then Hook grabbed the bat and tried to choke Sting out with the bat, and then Sting hit Hook with the bat.
Cage, the boot to the midsection. He threw the bat right back down. No.
We had Brian Cage lift him up and powerbombed him.
Power bomb just planted Sting in the center of the ring.
And that was it. Why in the world would Sting come out?
I said Sting better be very, very careful. I wouldn't have thrown the bat away, just to be honest with you, because these guys are maniacs.
Did you see how...
Yeah, why would Sting come out? That was a dumb move. Just like what Taz said, that was a dumb move. But yeah, that was it from Team Taz. You know, they really setting up their match, their street fight at Revolution. And so, yeah, that was it. And right after that, we had a backstage segment. And it was Eddie Kingston, the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny. And so this is what Eddie Kingston had to say about later on tonight, the six-man tag.
People out there that don't... This is for you people out there that don't get it. I requested for this match. I want this match. Because there's three demons I got to deal with. One, Lance. You've been bothering me since the Casino Battle Royal. You had your lumberjack match. Yeah. You won. But you know who doesn't sit right with? Me and my family. Then there's Phoenix. You, my friend, are a waste of space. I never wanted you in the family. I wanted your brother. But then you go ahead and you turn, and you get your brother to turn on me, and all this stuff. You think you're not going to pay for that? There's you, Mox. My old friend. Moxley, you are the demon that I need to get rid of the most. I can't get rid of you with drinking, with pills, with women. I gotta get rid of you by beating you. Old friend.
See, that was it from Eddie Kingston and the family and what they had to say about Jon Moxley, Ray Phoenix, and Lance Archer in their match later on tonight in the main event. And so, yeah, right after this, we had Alex Marvez. He tried to interview Kenny Omega. And Kenny Omega, he's at a daycare with Don Callis and Michael Nakazawa. And, you know, Kenny Omega, he's reading to the kids the Young Bucks book. And so this is what happened.
Just so incredible. This is all just so incredible. I feel so blessed to be here with you guys
Kenny.
today. And
Hey, whoa, what are you doing? What, do you think this is some kind of joke? Get out of here. Go.
That's Marvez trying to interview.
really low. Really is. Okay. I'm so sorry about that, guys. Now, what do you say the AEW champ reads you guys a book? Yeah? All right. This one's about my two bestest friends in the whole wide world, the Young Bucks.
Bestest?
Anybody know who the Young Bucks are? Yes, AEW Tag Team Champions. Hey, before we start, do we have any questions? Anyone have? Oh, yes, young man.
Are there any pictures in the book?
Pictures. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple. We have
The front cover.
picture right here. It's the cover. It's the Young Bucks killing the business. That's your picture. Anything else before we get? Yes, young man.
Are they in love?
It looks that way, doesn't it? Well, they are brothers, and so I'm sure as family, they love each other very much. Yes. Let's just get to the story, okay? All right. This part is one of my favorites in the whole book. Are you guys ready for it? Here we go. When Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega eventually wrestled in the Tokyo Dome at Wrestle Kingdom 12, business went up drastically. Now, do we all know what drastically means here? No. It means like by a lot. Like a lot. So that's that's because of me. Business went up. We made a lot of money. How are we looking for time, Don?
Oh, you know what? I think really Uncle Kenny's got to go.
Oh,
Lots
I'm
of
so
business
sorry.
to do.
We gotta go.
Very nice.
Oh,
Yeah, this is good. This is good. Are we getting this?
No, not me. You guys are the champ.
cheering.
No, you guys are the champions. Thank you. You guys are great. You guys are so
Uncle
good.
Kenny's gotta
So
go.
good.
Come on.
Oh man, this is
We
a
gotta
lot of
go.
fun.
Do
I
some
hope
more
I can be back
charity
soon.
today. We're very
See
busy
you
with
guys. Thank you
charity,
so much. How
That's
did we do,
awesome. Oh
Margaret?
my gosh, so good. Our popularity is going up so much. I just think the humanitarian
We're
thing's
freaking
gonna
shooting
happen.
for
That's
this
the
thing.
4 to 9-year-old demographic we've been looking for.
Yes.
Hi,
We
how
gotta
are
go.
you?
We have
Kenny's
the
got to go,
connection.
huh?
Can Kenny come play?
No, Uncle Don and Uncle Kenny can't play with you guys. I'm sorry. But you can play with Nakazawa. Go play with the kids,
Yeah,
Nakazawa.
play
Get
with
out of
Matt.
here.
Nakazawa.
We hate Nakazawa. We hate Nakazawa.
They hate Nakazawa.
They hate Nakazawa. Oh, a kid kicked Nakazawa. The kids start beating up Maki Nakazawa.
It's not bad. No, this isn't good. Okay, let's get out of here. You can't be a part of this.
And that was it for Kenny Omega. I thought this was really funny, man. Kenny Omega is hilarious, bro. Kenny Omega is doing the best work right now as a heel. He is the biggest. He's not the biggest heel. That belongs to Roman Reigns, but he's gonna get up there. But yeah, Kenny Omega, man, doing the best. The best right now, man. Is the AEW World Champion, and he's just untouchable. Untouchable. Nobody can touch Kenny Omega, and that's the thing. And so yeah, that was it from Kenny Omega. And so yeah, right after this, we had a tag team match, and it was for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. And so I thought this was a really great match, a great match, one of my favorite matches on the show. But yeah, the main event was my favorite match of the show. But this got to be second, and the women's match is third. So yeah, so it was Proud and Powerful of the Inner Circle. That's Santana and Ortiz versus the Young Bucks. That's Matt and Nick Jackson, who are the AEW World Tag Team Champions. And so, yeah, Proud and Powerful, they came out with the Inner Circle. That's Jericho, MJF, Wardlow, and Jake Hager. And so, yeah, this match was all over the place. We had drop kicks to Ortiz from Matt. We had a double backbreaker to Nick from Proud and Powerful. And then at one point we had MJF. He tried to get involved in the match, and then he ended up getting kicked out. The referee saw it. The referee saw that he was about to get involved, and so the referee just kicked out MJF and the whole entire Inner Circle. So the Inner Circle was banned from ringside. And so yeah, we had the three amigos to not too Proud and Powerful, from Proud and Powerful to Nick Jackson. We had a super kick to Ortiz from Nick Jackson. We had a hot tag to Matt. He attacks Santana and Ortiz. We had a twisted stunner to Santana from Matt Jackson. And Santana, he kicks out. We had a double team move to Santana. He kicks out. We had an avalanche Falcon arrow to Nick from Santana. And then at one point we had Ortiz, he locked in a Koji clutch to Nick. And then Matt, he broke up the submission move with a diving elbow, a Shawn Michaels like diving elbow. And then we had a Doomsday Device to Santana from the Bucks. And then we had a double super kick to Santana. And then Ortiz, he break up the pin at the last second. And then we had the Bucks, they try to go for their BTE trigger. And then Santana, he blocked it. And then he sent the Young Bucks crashing into each other. So they crashed into each other, the Bucks did. And then we had a double cutter to the Bucks from Santana. And we had Proud and Powerful, they went for their tag team finishing move, the Street Sweeper, to Nick Jackson. And Matt Jackson, he broke up the pin at the last second. That was close. He almost had him. If he wasn't there, Proud and Powerful would be the AEW World Champions. But Matt, he broke up the pin. And so right after that, we had a powerbomb to Matt Jackson, in the crowd. So they fighting outside the ring, and we had one of the guys, we had Proud and Powerful, they powerbomb Matt into the crowd. And then, Ortiz, Santana and Ortiz, they were taunting. Ortiz, he was saying, oh, we're the best, we're the best, we're the best, we're the best. And so they got back into the ring. Ortiz did, he got back into the ring. And then Nick Jackson, he rolled up Ortiz for an inside cradle. he used the inside cradle to Ortiz to win the match. So he pinned him 1, 2, 3. So the Young Bucks wins. The Young Bucks win, and they are still the AEW World Tag Team Champions. And so, yeah, right after the match, the Bucks, they didn't even get time to celebrate. They didn't get no time to celebrate. The whole entire Inner Circle came out and attacked the Bucks. And then we had a camera. They showed the camera in the back. They showed Kenny Omega, Don Callis, and the Good Brothers. And, they were, Kenny, he wanted to help. He wanted to go out and help the Bucks. But Don Callis, he stopped him. Like, no, 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 no. I have a plan. And so Don Callis, he sent out the Good Brothers. Well, first off, before the Good Brothers came out, we had Brandon Cutler. He came out. Brandon Cutler, longtime friends of the Bucks. He came out and tried to help the Bucks. And then Jake Hager, he just took him out. He gave him a power slam on the stage ramp. And so, yeah, and we had Jericho. Yeah, Jericho and MJF. They locked in their submission moves to Matt and Nick Jackson, and they both tapped out. And then we had, so right after the damage was done, we had the Good Brothers show up. So yeah, the Good Brothers, they come out, and they didn't touch anybody. They didn't attack the Inner Circle. The Inner Circle, they just got out the ring. I don't know why, but yeah, the Inner Circle, they got out the ring. Right after the damage was done, the Good Brothers, they came out at the last second, at the last minute. So yeah, the Inner Circle, they retreat. Not retreat. They got out the ring. And so, yeah, the Bucks, their parents were there. Their mom and their dad were there. And you had Jericho. Jericho got in the Bucks' parents' face. And so the Young Bucks' dad, Papa Buck, shoved Jericho. And so the rest of the Inner Circle, they were holding back Chris Jericho and stuff like that. And that was it. That was it. It was a great match. Great match between the Bucks and Proud and Powerful. It's great to see Proud and Powerful get an opportunity in a tag team division, because they've been, when they was in the Inner Circle, man, they never get a chance to shine in a tag team division. So tonight was the night that Proud and Powerful shined. But I knew that they weren't gonna win. We all knew that the Bucks were gonna win, because they're going with the Bucks versus the Good Brothers, later on in the future. But yeah, man. So yeah, the Bucks, they'll be fighting Chris Jericho and MJF at Revolution, and I'm guessing the Bucks will retain the titles. And I think the turn will happen. With MJF and Chris Jericho. MJF gonna end up turning on Jericho, I think, at Revolution. And so I think this was gonna break up the Inner Circle. But yeah, man, great match, man. And so yeah, right after this, we had a video. We had a video of Brandy Rhodes. She was talking about the baby, the gender reveal. She being the only one knowing the gender, and Cody, her husband, don't know. And so she said that tonight we're gonna find out the gender of my child. Tonight, next. And so right after that, we had Cody and Brandy. They came out to the ring. Not to the ring. They walked out from the middle section where Cody come out from when he makes his entrance. So yeah, they came out. They walked out. They had pink confetti falling out from the sky. So that signifies this is a girl. So Cody Rhodes and Brandy Rhodes are having a baby girl. So yeah, congratulations to Brandy and Cody Rhodes. They're having a baby girl. And so yeah, right after that celebration, we had another tag team match. So yeah, this show was tag team heavy, a tag team heavy show. And so yeah, we had a tag team match. It was Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. That's FTR. And Tully Blanchard was not there, and so because of the snowstorm. So it was FTR versus Matt and Mike Sydal. And so yeah, we had a belly to back suplex to Mike from Dax. We had a double knee to Cash from Matt Sydal. We had a top rope German suplex to Mike from Cash Wheeler. And we had a running back elbow to Mike from Cash. We had a snap suplex to Mike from Dax Harwood. And we had kicks we had kicks to FTR from Matt, so he delivers kicks to FTR, and we had a jumping knee to Cash Wheeler from Matt Sydal, and we had a outside moonsault to FTR from Mike Sydal, and then we had a jumping European uppercut to Matt Sydal from Cash Wheeler from outside the ring. So Matt, he was tied up on a rope, and so Cash, he just came out of nowhere. He ran and just gave him an uppercut, dude. And so right after that, we had a power bomb to Matt Sydal, followed up by a snapdragon suplex to Matt from Cash. And then we had, Mike, he tries to fight back. He had a super kick on Dax. And we had Mike, he got on the top rope. He had like I don't know what he went for. He had like a type, like a cross, not a cross body, but like a splash. It was botched though. He didn't get all of it. It looked like his leg, had caught Cash in his throat or something like that. But it was botched. And so yeah, both of these teams, they continue going back and forth. Counter after counter after counter. And then we had the FTR guys. Yeah, FTR, they hit the big rig to Mike Sydal to win the match. So FTR, they win the match. And yeah, this is a great match too. Great back and forth match. And then right after the match, dude, we had the doctor. He came out with his first aid kit. He tried to check on Mike, because Mike, he was hurt. And so, yeah, it had the first aid kit. You had FTR, they took that first aid kit away from the doctor. And so they grabbed the bag. They got a pair of scissors out of the bag. And so they try to cut Mike's hair. They try to cut off his hair. And so right after that, the lights had cut off. The lights cut off. And you saw like a video of Luchasaurus of the mask that they destroyed. The hornless mask. It was sitting out on the ground. And you saw a Luchasaurus shadow in the background. And so the lights cut back on. Jurassic Express was in the ring. You had Marko, Stunt, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus was in the ring. And so Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy, they attacked FTR. Marko, Stunt, he was instigating. And so you had, they attacked FTR. You had Jungle Boy, he locked in a submission move to Dax. I think it was the same submission move that he tapped out Dax with. And so Dax, he tapped out. And that was it. And so, yeah, this feud between FTR and Jurassic Express is still going on. It's not going to end. And so, yeah, for next week's show, we have a one-on-one match. Next week's show, we have Hangman Adam Page versus Isaiah Cassidy with Matt Hardy in his corner. And that's next week. So yeah, Matt Hardy and Private Party, they solidified their heel turn. So that's going to be next week. And then we have Britt Baker versus Anna Jay of the Dark Order. I'm sorry, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD versus Anna Jay of the Dark Order. And then we have Nyla Rose versus Ty Conchi. That's next week. And we have Ricky Starks and Brian Cage with Taz and Hook in their corner of Team Taz versus the Varsity Blondes. That's Griff Garrison and Brian Pillman Jr. And then we have a one-on-one match. It's Jake Hager of the Inner Circle versus Brandon Cutler. And then we have on March 3rd, the March 3rd edition of AEW is going to be the mixed tag team match, Shaq and Jay Gargill versus Cody Rhodes and Red Velvet with Arn Anderson in their corner. And then we have, also on the March 3rd edition, we have FTR, that's Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler with Tully Blanchard in their corner versus Jurassic Express. And that's, which members of Jurassic Express? Probably Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. And then they promoted, they promoted the Revolution. They promoted Revolution. And they said it was the face of the Revolution, the ladder match. And the winner gets a shot at the TNT Championship Sunday, March 7th. So that's the full, not the Full Gear. I keep saying Full Gear. Revolution. Sunday, March 7th is a ladder match, and the winner gets the TNT Championship match. And so you got Pentagon in there. So Pentagon, he should be coming back soon from his injury. Cody Rhodes and Scorpio Sky. So that's the only people that you have so far in this ladder match. And then you have the bracket. They showed the bracket. You know, we had the Japan side almost done. Yuka Sakazaki versus Emi Sakura. You have Ryo Mizunami versus Aja Kong. And on the American side, you have Thunder Rosa versus Riho. And that's it. So we just need to fill up that next bracket. And then we have at Revolution is the big money match. And that's Matt Hardy versus Hangman Adam Page. And then we have the street fight, of course. Brian Cage and Ricky Starks of Team Taz versus Sting and Darby Allin, the TNT champion, Darby Allin. And then we have the AEW World Championship match. That's the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, the AEW Tag Team Champions, versus Chris Jericho and MJF of the Inner Circle with Wardlow in their corner. And that's it. That's the card for next week. Well, yeah, next week in Full Gear and March 3rd edition at AEW Dynamite. And so, yeah, right after this, right after they showed the match cards, we had a backstage segment from Jon Moxley. And this is what he had to say before his match, his 6-man tag match.
Tonight, always with the stick up his ass. He's got problems with Lance Archer. He's got problems with Phoenix. He's still got problems with me. After all this time, even though, after everything we put each other through, I'm probably the only guy around here who actually cares about him. Well, Eddie, I will whoop your ass as many times as it takes for you to get that through your head. I'll make time for it. And I got a lot of business to take care of. After tonight, I look to February 26th on NJPW Strong, where the whole world will watch me attempt to break Kenta's neck and put his ass in the ground for good. Then after that, I'm taking all the rest of you sons of bitches down in one fell swoop when I take back the AEW World Championship from Kenny Omega. I told you, Kenny, ain't no running, ain't no hiding, as long as it takes to settle the score. You're still in my crosshairs. The time's coming. It's getting close. Time is just about here to pull the trigger.
And that was it. That's it from Jon Moxley. Straight to the point. And that's it, man. Jon Moxley is the best. On that microphone, the ring, just everything that he does, Jon Moxley is the best. And so, yeah, right after this, we had our main event, which was probably the best match on the show for me. We had the 6-man tag team match. It was Eddie Kingston, the Butcher, and the Blade with the Bunny in their corner versus Lance Archer, Ray Phoenix, and Jon Moxley, who did not come out with the IWGP United States Championship, with Jake the Snake Roberts in their corner. And so, yeah, man, this match was all over the place. I tried to take notes so much in this match. I could not take notes in this match. So, yeah, we had, they were fighting outside the ring. The match didn't even start yet. They're fighting outside the ring. Yeah, people, got thrown into the the guardrail. Jon Moxley was thrown into a guardrail. And then we finally get into the ring. We had a double team move to Moxley from Butcher and the Blade. And we had a corner cross body from the Butcher to Moxley. And then we had a power slam. We had a power slam to Jon Moxley from the Blade. And then we had Archer. He tries to go for the old school. He usually, right after the old school, he usually hit a moonsault. He didn't hit the moonsault. So, yeah, he walked on the rope. And so, yeah, the Butcher, he tries to knock Lance Archer off the rope. And so you had Phoenix, man. Phoenix, he walked on the rope. Phoenix walked on the rope just to knock off the Butcher from, knocking him away from Lance Archer. And so, yeah, Archer, he didn't hit his moonsault. He didn't have enough space to hit the moonsault. So he just went for the regular old school. And so yeah, he hit the blade with the old school. And then we had Archer. Yeah, we know we had Moxley. John Moxley, he went after the blade at one point in this match. We had a double crossbody to the Butcher and Kingston from Lance Archer. And we had a jumping kick to the Butcher from Phoenix. And we had a tope con hilo to I think it was the Blade or the Butcher from Ray Phoenix. Ray Phoenix is all over the place like he always does. He was all over the place. And we had a springboard cutter to the Butcher from Phoenix. And he hit a beautiful frog splash onto the Butcher. And he kicks out at 2. And we had an exploder suplex to Phoenix from Kingston. So Kingston, he stopped Phoenix. And we had a crossbody to Archer from the Butcher. We had a German suplex to the Butcher from Moxley. And then at one point, Moxley and Kingston, they were going back and forth. They were going at it. We had a super kick to Kingston from Phoenix. And we had a pounce to Eddie Kingston from Lance Archer. And then we had John Moxley, he locked in his Bulldog choke, the same submission move that he tapped out Eddie Kingston with, or made him, no, he not made him tap out, made him quit. He made him quit with saying having to lock the Bulldog choke. He made Eddie Kingston quit in the I Quit match with the Bulldog choke. So yeah, he locked in the Bulldog choke to Eddie Kingston, and then the Butcher and the Blade, they broke it up. And we had a cannonball. We had a cannonball to the Butcher and the Blade from Lance Archer. And then we had Eddie Kingston, he hit his spinning back fist to John Moxley. And so yeah, Moxley, he just clubbered this dude with a clothesline. And then right after that, John Moxley, he picked up Eddie Kingston and hit the paradigm shift, a lifting paradigm shift. And so that was it. He pinned Eddie Kingston 1, 2, 3, and that was it. So John Moxley, Ray Phoenix, and Lance Archer, they win the match. And right after the match, we had the Good Brothers. The Good Brothers, they attacked John Moxley. When he was celebrating, they attacked John Moxley. And then Kenny Omega, he came out to the ring with Don Callis. And this is what Kenny had to say to John Moxley.
Yes, you can have your rematch, John Moxley. You can have your rematch. I'll even give it to you at Revolution. But the problem is, I'm the one that's going to name the match. If we beat you up, you just keep coming back. If I beat you in a straight-up wrestling match, you get jealous and you keep coming back. You're talking about putting people on the ground, breaking their neck. Is that what I'm going to have to do, John? Is that what I'm going to have to do? Well, if I'm going to have to put you in the ground, how about this, John? How about you and I in an exploding barbed wire death match?
Exploding barbed wire death match?
Exploded gun? I'm the one holding the gun, John.
Yeah, what?
And your time on this earth is limited.
Oh, headbutt Kenny Omega.
Get him down! Get him down!
Yeah, a V trigger to John Moxley. It was exploding barbed wire death match. I don't know what that is. Exploding barbed wire death match. I guess what it is, how they explain it. Exploding barbed wire death match. Like the barbed wire exploding. I don't know, man. I don't know how this match gonna end. But yeah, exploding barbed wire death match. Wherever Renee Paquette is, she is not happy. She is not happy. Wherever she is not happy. But yeah, man. So yeah, John Moxley, he headbutted Kenny Omega right after Kenny Omega was speaking. And then Kenny Omega, he hit a V trigger. I think it was two V triggers to John Moxley. And that was it. That was it to end off the show. And Kenny Omega, he was bleeding from his forehead. He was bleeding right here. And then that was it. That was the end of the show. So yeah, man. This is a great show. This is a great show, man. You know, they on this show, man, they really setting you up for Full Gear. They setting up everything for Full Gear. And you know, it was just good, man. Great match. Great match. Great matches, man. The women's match was good. The main event was good. The tag team championship match was good. You know, just a great show, man. Just equaled out to be a great show. And so yeah, man. If you like this video, man, what are you waiting for? Hit the thumbs up. hit the thumbs up, and while you're at it, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel, and right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. You click on that bell, and when you click on that bell, you'll be the first ones to know when my next video will come out. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, because I'm here each and every single week. And yeah, that was it. That was it with Dynamite. Dynamite, AEW Dynamite. So yeah, comment down below. Tell me how you felt about this show. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you watch it? And yeah, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Comment down below. And follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Ryan Awesome Show. And yeah, man. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. Either Thursday or Friday for NXT. So yeah, Thursday or Friday for NXT. And yeah, man. And if you missed my last week's review of AEW Dynamite, the video is going to be right here. It's going to be right here. It's going to be right up here. So make sure you click that if you missed it. And yeah, man. Once again, thank you guys for the support. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, man. And this has been the Ryan Awesome Show. And that's that.